Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. I have just finished teaching my 12 o'clock class, so I need to give the place a little clean. I made myself some breakfast this morning, read a little bit of Quicksilver, but I am really struggling to get through it. But once I tidy this place up, I will make my way back home and I will have a couple of hours to read, so hopefully we can make some way. So come along on a little day in the life vlog where we try and smash through some of Quicksilver. Hello, updating from the kitchen. I did read some of my book before I jumped onto TikTok. You know what really helps me concentrate is jumping onto TikTok and finding someone that's doing reading sprints. So I think I read for about an hour, which was nice. And I have just made some dinner prep because I'm going to teach 2 classes tonight. So I've made some vegan risotto, vegan ricotta, and spinach mixture, so that when I get home I can pop it into phyllo pastry, which will be nice. I've given the house a little vacuum, all that jazz. Sorry, I've been so bad at updating you today. And now I'm just doing the dishwasher and cleaning up before I have to go and teach my 2 classes. But I'm going to bring my Kindle with me so that I can read on the tram as well. Controversial opinion, but I like it when my bananas are like relatively brown, but still firm, right? Like they're not overly ripe, they're just ripe. But they're so much sweeter when they're brown like this. But I'm going to smash this banana down and then I need to leave in like 5 minutes or so. Also, this is your sign to have a glass of water. I've been so bad at drinking water lately. I drink water when I teach because I'm constantly talking for like 45 minutes to an hour at a time. However, I really need to be drinking more water when I'm not teaching as well. I'm 66% through Quicksilver at the moment, but something that I have found so funny, especially in fantasies, lots of the characters' names are really hard to pronounce. Like there's Cyrus, there's Kingfisher, there's is it Evelyn? No. I don't know. There's something else. There's like lots of names that are quite, you know, like fantasy-esque. But then there's this, I guess, like an evil fae whose name is Malcolm. And I'm like, Malcolm, I can't take you seriously. And I don't think that you're evil if your name is Malcolm. So I'm not sure it's going to be explained or anything, but probably not. But I don't know why the author has chosen to use the name Malcolm for the evil fae. It just makes no sense to me, and it makes me giggle, and I just cannot take him seriously because his name is Malcolm. When I was on that TikTok live before, there was a girl, Katie, who was hosting it, and I was telling her about the name Malcolm in Quicksilver because she's read it, and she thought the same, but she also said that there's another name similar to that, like another kind of weird human name, I guess you would say, coming up in the books, and she didn't want to spoil it for me, but I can't believe that there's another name as well. That makes me laugh so much. We are going to extend this vlog into a 2-day vlog because today is the day that I finish Quicksilver. I am 74% of the way through, so I still have a decent amount of time to read. However, I am determined to finish it today. I'm really kind of over it. Like, I'm enjoying it to an extent. Like, I want to know what happens next, but I really just think that fantasy isn't for me, or maybe like this kind of fantasy isn't for me. I have read a little bit this morning. I've got about half an hour until I have to go to a Pilates class. I've made myself a coffee and I'm going to read for the next half an hour. Then when I come back from Pilates, I am going to read some more and hopefully we can finish this book today. I just got back from Pilates and I saw that Katie was doing another Instagram live for reading sprints, so I'm going to jump on this and hopefully smash through some of Quicksilver. These lives are so fun because we read for half an hour and then we chat for maybe 10 minutes or so. But it's so nice, like you feel as if you're actually in a house with a bunch of other people just having little reading sprints and then a chat in between. So that's really nice, and it's keeping me accountable for my reading. But I am going to turn on the heater because even though I've got the rug over me, I'm getting really cold. The sun is shining today though, which is so nice. And I think it's going to be shining tomorrow as well. But then after that, it's going to be warmer, but the rain is starting to come back, at least for the end of the week, which is not ideal, but you win some, you lose some. Now, an update on Quicksilver. I have just gotten past the bit where they have, I guess, like their first big battle scene, and one of the characters has been bitten by a vampire. I really enjoy the creativity of the characters and the magic. And when I say characters, I mean that there are fae, vampires, lots of other different creatures, I guess, that I can't even begin to explain because they're really inventive. So I will say that Callie Hart has done a really good job of that. I think for me, the book is just too long. And if I was really enjoying it, then I would appreciate how long the book is. But for me, I think I'm starting to realize that fantasy just isn't for me. I'm definitely a romance, fiction, thriller kind of gal rather than a fantasy. I have read Powerless and a couple of other fantasies like that. I also read the first 2 books of ACOTAR. I actually think I was gaslighting myself into telling myself that I was liking ACOTAR. Looking back at it, I actually didn't like it, but during the books, I was like, yeah, no, I like it. I think I was just lying to myself. Little break now. It's already 3:40. I feel like this day has just flown by, but I'm gonna watch an episode of Apple Cider Vinegar. The episode is just over an hour long, so I think I'll watch this and then I will go back to reading for a little bit, and then I also need to get ready to teach my classes at 7 p.m. so I've got still a while. I was trying to read again and I could not concentrate, so I'm going to call it for now. I need to start getting ready for Pilates. And by the time I get home, it's like about 9:30. So I doubt that I'll read much more of it today. So disappointed that I didn't finish the book today. However, I will continue this tomorrow and the vlog will finish when I finish Quicksilver, which will be tomorrow. I'm telling myself it will be tomorrow. It is Wednesday. I taught 2 Pilates classes this morning, which I don't usually do on a morning. I usually teach in like the afternoons, evenings, but it was so fun and it makes the day feel so much longer when you get up earlier. I feel like since I've moved here, I'm finding it so much harder to wake up, especially during winter. My alarm is set for 8:30 most days, and I could easily sleep past that if I didn't set an alarm. So it was nice to be up bright and early. I had an 8 a.m. class, a 9 a.m. class. Then I took myself down the road to grab a coffee and read a chapter of my book. I know I've been saying this every single day since I started this vlog, but today is Wednesday and I'm going to finish Quicksilver. I am so determined because I don't have anything else during the day except for a 50-minute Dutch class at 2 o'clock. Other than that, I am completely free. So we are going to finish. So I read 1 chapter at the cafe. I can really tell that I'm not into the book because I am all for smut in a book. I'm all for the romance, the mattress scenes, you know what I'm talking about. But I know that I'm not enjoying it because that whole chapter was basically just a smut scene and I was just skimming straight through it. I was like, okay, I really am not that invested in the characters, in the story, everything. I don't know, like a part of me, like I do want to keep reading because I want to kind of know what happens, but I'm really just not as interested as I thought I would be or that I should be in the book. So honestly, I'm going to be happy when it's done, and I'm really quite disappointed that I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I think I should have. But I'm gonna make myself some breakfast, probably some eggs and avo on toast, and I need to drink some water. Then I'm gonna sit my bum down and we are going to read, I think about 85% of the way through Quicksilver. We are going to finish. When I came home from teaching last night, I had a package of flowers from my beautiful friend Rachel, who is so supportive. I love her so much. And she was just congratulating me on starting my booktube because she is my fellow book bestie. But these are such beautiful flowers. It's the most beautiful gesture, so thoughtful of her. And I actually completely forgot that I gave her my address. She asked like a week or two ago, and I completely forgot that she asked. So when I saw the box there and it said Euro flowers, I was super confused because my boyfriend already bought me flowers for Valentine's Day. And I was like, who are these from? These aren't from you, are they? And he was like, no. And I was like, are you sure? And he was very adamant that they weren't from him. So I was super confused until I opened it up and read the beautiful card. So thank you so much, Rachel. And it is so nice to have friends like these in your life. I'm 96% of the way through now, 96%. We are basically getting towards the end. I think I can see how it all wraps up. I just sat in front of the fire because I could not get warm. I was freezing. And I watched one of those read with me YouTube videos. I don't know why, but it's like I think when people have ADHD, it's like I can't remember what it's called, like a buddy thing where you can't do anything alone. You basically need someone to help keep you accountable. I don't know what it is about me, but I can't do anything by myself, basically. So if I need to concentrate, I always need someone like next to me, or I need, to be like on a TikTok live reading sprint, or I need a read with me on YouTube. But I actually thought because I like those things so much that I would film my own read with me for YouTube. So I've just filmed that as well whilst I was reading for an hour and watching that other read with me on YouTube. So stay tuned for that, or maybe actually I'll post it before this video. I want to rant for a second because TikTok is pissing me off. My book talk, Cassie's _reads, is not having a fun time. Apparently TikTok thinks that I have violated some sort of community guidelines. I was just having a bit of a rant about it on my stories and then thought, well, no one's ever going to see it on my stories. Videos are getting like 4 views, 7 views, 26 views. So, I mean, count yourself lucky if you're staying in 200 to 300 TikTok view jail, because I'm only getting to like 27 max. I was looking through my activity to see if I could see what had happened. And I tried to go live actually earlier today so that I could read and stay focused. But when I tried to do a live, it said that my live wouldn't be pushed to anyone, basically. I guess I've violated something somewhere. It said authenticity and integrity violation. So I had a little look into that. There is nothing that I have done wrong. Like, I am a little saint on that platform, I swear. Then I had a look in my activity to see if I could see anything else. And when I was on a live a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, on someone else's live, their reading sprint, I tried to reply to someone's comment on there. All it said was, so true, just like that TikTok sound. But apparently that post didn't get posted because it violated community guidelines. So I don't really know what to do with my TikTok anymore. I'm not sure if I should just try and persist and see if the problem goes away, which I'm not hopeful about. It's not looking good. Or if I should maybe start a new book talk page. I don't know. I'm just so frustrated. I love posting on there. I love the people that I follow on there. It'd be a shame to start again, but also it would be a shame to keep posting if no growth is going to happen. Anyways, I know that I've only got 6% left in this book, but oh my gosh. But I'm actually getting really tired, so I think I'm just going to chill, eat some food, maybe watch another episode of Apple Cider Vinegar, and then I think I'll try and finish it a little later this afternoon. Oh, by the way, the book. I keep forgetting that I'm talking about books on this YouTube. The book is good. I'm not going to read any of the other books in the series though. Like, I know that I'm not invested enough to do that. However, the kind of battle conflict that we've had at the end of that book that I just read in the past hour was actually really good. Like, it was enjoyable and I did enjoy it. And the romance in it is really cute. So I have started to enjoy the book in the last quarter more than I did the rest of the book. However, it's not enough for me to actually say that I have enjoyed my reading experience of Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Also, I thought that I had my Dutch lesson today. Turns out it's next Wednesday. I do that so often. I think that I have an appointment on a specific day or at a specific time, and turns out I am so wrong. So I don't know what's up with my brain in that department. I have finished Quicksilver, finally. I finished it last night, and I think I was saying this yesterday. I was definitely enjoying the last quarter of the book so much more than the first 3 quarters, let's say. I enjoyed Callie Hart's writing. I just don't think that I enjoyed the story. Like, I didn't care about the characters. I think that the romance was okay, but it was definitely like enemies to lovers. That's no spoiler whatsoever. But it very much went from they literally hate each other to them getting it on very quickly, I think. I enjoyed the main female character. I didn't really enjoy the male main character all that much. And I quite enjoyed the side characters that we got. However, I really just was not invested in the story. Once I was nearing towards the end when, like the big kind of conflicts were getting resolved, but then the smaller, I guess, conflicts come so that they can set it up for the next book, I honestly just wanted to stop the book where the big conflicts were resolved because I knew that I didn't want to read the second book, and I feel like I had got enough closure for what I wanted. But all in all, I genuinely just think that fantasy isn't for me. I thought that I could get around a romantasy because I love romance books. I am a lover of love, and I do see that Callie Hart has quite a few other books that I don't think are in the romantasy genre. So I could definitely give one of them a go and see if I like those books a lot better. Because as I said, I did enjoy her writing. I just didn't enjoy the story. And I was reading some reviews of Quicksilver on Fable, and I think a couple of other people had the same opinion as me. Just that this sort of storyline has been done so many times before. I'm actually not sure when Quicksilver came out. I think it was relatively recent, as in within the past year or two probably. I feel like if you've read Heartless Hunter, Powerless, and Quicksilver, like they're all very similar. They're all very same. Just oiling my scalp before I give it a wash. But I think I'm going to give Quicksilver a 2.5. The last quarter of the book definitely saved it. Otherwise, it was easily going to be a 1 for me, personally. I love that this vlog has gone from a 1-day vlog to a until I finish Quicksilver vlog. So hopefully it is longer than some of my other YouTube videos because somehow I'm just not that good at talking for very long. I think especially when I read a book, as soon as I finish it, everything just goes out of my head. So when it comes down to sitting down and talking about it, I feel like I've completely forgotten what I've just read. I hope that this video is more around the 20-minute mark than the 10-minute mark, but thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help me get my content out there and make more content for you guys. I'll see you in the next one.